All right, this is Mr. Wyrick. I'm here with you today to go over this formula chart for the Algebra II exam. First thing on here is standard form. If you're not used to standard form, that is ax squared plus bx plus c. This is what most of your stuff is going to be in. There will be numbers in the place of a, b, and c, but the x's will remain x's, that it's y equals that. On the vertex of this, to find the vertex, you take the negative b value, whatever that is, and divide it by 2 times the a value. And then you're going to take that and put it back into your equation, and whatever you get out, you put here. For an example, if I have x squared plus 3, well, sorry, let's make it quicker. X squared plus 4x plus 2, I would go negative 4 over 2 times 1, so my vertex would be at a negative 2. And then I would put this back in here. Negative 2 squared is 4. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. So 4 minus 8 is negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. So then I'm going to find my axis of symmetry. It's the x value of the vertex. So I could put just negative b over 2a, or just make a little arrow that points up to the vertex above it. Minimum or maximum depends entirely on what the a value is. If the a is positive, then it's going to open like this, and it's going to be a minimum value. If the a is negative, it's going to open like this, and it's going to be a maximum value. Okay? The y-intercept is c. Once you put 0 into this equation, this is all you're going to get out of it, so that's my y-intercept. The focus is I take this point, and I am going to add to the y value 1 over 4a. Okay? So I could say, oh, it's totally this point for my vertex, or I can just say h comma k, and it's plus 1 over 4a just on the k. Now remember, that's 1 over 4 times a, not 1/4 of a. There's a big difference. On the directrix, all points on the parabola are equidistant from the focus and directrix. So my directrix is just y is equal to that same k value minus 1 over 4a. All right? On the next part of it, in vertex form, that's y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k. Again, just like we still have the x squared and the x here, this x is still just an x. My vertex is hk. The numbers are already there. I don't have to do any calculation. Axis of symmetry is just h. It's right above it. It's right there. The minimum and maximum works the same way. If the a is positive, it's a minimum value. If the a is negative, it's a maximum value. On the test, they may only be looking for the y instead of the full vertex. The y-intercept in this one is where you have to do calculations. You put in 0, and whatever happens when you put in 0, this is what goes on. So if I have x minus 3 squared plus 2, when I put in 0, 0 minus 3 is negative 3, negative 3 squared is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, so my y-intercept would be 0, 11, not just that k value. That's for my vertex. The focus and directrix, here they are again. There's no difference in finding the focus and directrix for standard and finding the focus and directrix for vertex form. It's just easier to find the vertex in vertex form. What does changing each value do? If you change a to positive or negative, this is what happens. If it's positive, it opens upward. If it's negative, it opens downward. So if you change that, it's going to flip the whole graph. If you change the a value, that's our vertical stretch. So as a gets larger, the sides get closer and closer together on that. The h value is going to move it left and right. If I change this, it changes where that vertex is. So it moves the whole graph left and right. And then the k value is going to move it up and down. Okay? If I start changing this on this one, it's going to make a big difference as to where that vertex is. It's going to shift the whole graph up and down. So hopefully this will get your formula chart filled out. I'll try to post another video on the review.